Hey Soul Fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good. I got time today just to talk with you guys. Quick topic, quick points that can hopefully, bring you some healing, bring you some understanding, clarity, all that great stuff. Because we're moving in a positive direction. We are achieving our goals. We are fighting the negative mindset. Okay, we are breaking through. You hear me? Cause I'm with y'all. Every day is work. It's not like I wake up floating on the clouds. As much as I wish I was, I'm not, cause I'm working just as y'all working. But the difference is that I'm getting, well, not really the difference, but I'm really feeling more at peace. And every day, when you suffer from, and not to say suffer, I don't like to use those harsh negative words, but when you go through certain things in life and it weighs you down and you are basically getting back up and pulling yourself up by yourself, and with whatever self-help tools you have available, it is challenging. It's easier said than done, and not many people can do it. That's why we see a lot of people continue to just, hold themselves back. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So I want to actually talk that really related to the topic today. And I swear I do not be planning this out. This is just me flowing natural, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I could ever go by a script. If someone was to give me a script, I would be looking at them like, listen, I did take theater in high school and it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the script person. But just talk about being defeated and coming to a point where you've realized you've been defeated, and then you admit that you've been defeated. And a lot of us, I know defeated is such a strong word, but what I'm basically trying to say is that, you come to a point where you just stopped. You know what I'm saying? You come to a point where you just stopped. You come to a point where you stopped caring. You come to a point where you stopped trying. You've come to a point where you may be fed up. You've come to a point where you just had enough. You've come to a point where you're tired. And these are terms I want you guys to understand, where I'm trying to, I basically, like, you aren't defeated where you're knocked out and you know what I'm saying, but as far as your energy has been defeated. You have been worn down. You have been doing everything you can, and sometimes some of us get to that point and we don't even know we're at that point. You know what I'm saying? We come to a point where we defeated and we don't even know we defeated, and yet we still trying to go. You know what I'm saying? We still going and going and going and going. And it's like, sis or bro, you need a minute for yourself. Okay? You need to take a pause and reflect. You need to take a pause. Take a breather. Do one of these, and some of us, our day will defeat us, and we don't even realize it, and we don't reflect on it, and we keep moving to the next day, carrying over luggage from, yesterday, not knowing that that's something we should have let go. Sometimes we hold on to situations that happen to us, and we replay them in my mind, and we think about them, and we beat ourselves up about it, not even knowing, right, that the person that may have did something to you, it's not even thinking about you, not even caring that they hurt you, maybe not even knowing either. Some people don't even know the damage they do to other people, because one, they're hurt, so two, all they know how to do is hurt. Okay? And sometimes the person that's hurt don't even realize they're hurt, aka defeated, and they just keep this spiral going. Okay? So don't get lost. Okay? Listen, It's deep. What I'm talking about is deep. I know I'm reaching for words as I start, but trust me, bear with me, guys, because I like to explain something the way the way it makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to break something down in my words based on my experiences, so that you can understand that, one, you're not the only one, and two, you're not the only one, and three, there's a way to heal, and there's a way out of those emotions. You know, sometimes we get in those emotions, you know what I'm saying? We get in that feeling, we get in our mode, and we never come up. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of bury them down. But we never really come out of those emotions. You know what I'm saying? So think of it like, you know me, Miss Metaphor. Think of it like, say, bear with me. Hold on. It's good. It's good. Hold on. The best way I can think of it is, think of it like, what could we compare it to? Perfect example. Think of it like a clogged drain, right? So say you got long hair, or you do hair, you know, and the hair goes down into the drain. The hair goes down into the drain, and you cut the water on, and you cut the water on. And as months go by, you're putting more and more hair in this drain. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, the drain gets clogged, right? Eventually, the drain gets clogged. So the only way for the water to flow and go down to where it's supposed to go, you have to unclog the drain, okay? So, yes, Lord, yes. So listen, okay? So in order for you to unclog the drain, you have to, one, get a thing. I'm going like this because you know those things that you put in the drain and you swirl it and you pull it, then you get the hair up. You got to either get one of them things to pull it up, or you got to get something to dissolve the hair, or you got to get a plumber. So that's 2 or 3 things, okay? So if you have a clogged drain, okay? If you have buried pain, if you have buried pain and you never unclog it with self-help, with therapists, with the real tools needed, okay? Because if you put more hair in it, it's just gonna get more clogged, right? So if you get the right tools needed to unclog the drain, then eventually the positive energy is going to be able to flow through you. But until you unclog that drain, the positive energy is just going to be like a coating. It's never going to really penetrate and do what it's supposed to do. And all the books that you're reading and everything that you're trying to accomplish is going to be twice as hard. It's going to just continue to float on the surface. It's never going to really get into and penetrate, because you got to handle that problem at the root, okay? You can't sit around and expect a miracle literally to just happen if the tools are in front of you and you're not utilizing them, okay? So, one, reading a book and comprehending the book, okay? 2, booking a session and having an open mind to the therapist or the coach, okay? Y'all know, of course, I'm a coach, so of course I'm gonna say book a session with me. But maybe you have someone else in mind that you've been looking at. Okay, book a session. And the third is forgive. You know, a lot of times someone hurt us and we don't forgive them. You know, we hold that grudge, okay? Some of us don't even know we're holding a grudge. We don't even really understand the word grudge. You know what I'm saying? We think we let it go, but when they say our name or when we mention them, our face kind of twists up. And that's how you know you kind of got a grudge against someone. When you hear their name is interrupting your spirit. It's interrupting your mood. It's interrupting. It's causing some interruptance. Okay, guys, that's more than likely you have a grudge that for whatever reason you can't forgive that person for what they said about you, what they said about your kids, what they said about your family, what they did to hurt you. You're letting it still hurt you years later. Okay? Understand, if someone has ever said mean words to you, if someone has ever disrespected you, if someone has ever made you feel worthless, 9 times out of 10, they're reflecting the way they feel inside. And the only way they know how to express those emotions is to hurt you. So, yes, it sucks. Yes, it's hurtful. But forgive them. Forgive them. Understand, when you start forgiving someone, you start understanding that their whole motive, you know what I'm saying, wasn't to scar you so bad. Okay? They could be operating from a place where they're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can I explain this for y'all? Okay. So, think of a hurt person like, I want to say a dog. I want to say a dog. You know, only reason why I want to say a dog is because they don't have consciousness like we do. You know, they kind of just act out. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, right, my dog is so excited. He's so excited, and he want to jump and act all crazy and act all wild. You know, but he not realizing that, bro, your nails are long, so you scratching my leg. You know what I'm saying? So he's so happy, he just want to scratch and jump, and not realizing, one, you scratching my leg is hurting me. You're scratching up my floors, it's gonna cost me. You know, stuff like that doesn't make sense to a dog. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really expect the dog to understand, don't mess up my polished floors. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you like, what is a polished floor? Why do I care about that? You get what I'm saying? So someone who's hurt, a lot of times are not operating from a level of consciousness that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They more operating from like a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure I hurt people before they hurt me, or, you know, I never matured, so this is all I know how to do, so this is what I'm gonna do. I have no control over my mouth, so I'm gonna just say everything I say, and I don't care what people think about what I say. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of operate, they just kind of do things without no real thought process. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no real self-awareness skills. They don't know what self-awareness is. You know, so they're not really operating from a place of common sense. Not to say it like that, but, you know, common sense for you, if you on this channel and you watching this video, you trying to develop a lot of better skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be wiser, you want to make better choices, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be truthful to yourself, you want to heal. You get what I'm saying? So you're operating from a place of growth. You're operating from a place of positivity. You're operating from a place of just trying to be better, opposed to someone who's not really trying or caring or aware. They just operating from just do. They just doing, and they're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? They're not really thinking it through. Whenever I do something or I say something, sometimes I take a longer time to think, or sometimes I think really quick or whatever, but I always take a moment to think, to breathe, to assess, to take my time. You know, if I'm making a bigger decision, I take my time and I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that my actions have consequences, and I know that if I commit to something, I got to be responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do, I'm taking my time and think from it. But because you may be that person who always thinking things through and being positive and all that great stuff, you can't expect everyone to operate like that. You know, you can't expect everyone to be on your level. You know, so when you think of something so quickly, you can't expect someone else to think as quickly as you, because you don't know what they, on your spare time, you watching these videos. You know, on your downtime, you booking sessions, you getting coached. On your downtime, you working on your business. On their downtime, they may just be eating McDonald's, watching Netflix. You know, so think about someone who watched Netflix and ate McDonald's for 3 months, opposed to someone who built self-development, read books, forgave and switched and you know what I'm saying? It's two different frequencies. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of eventually will be foolish to let someone who operates at a lower frequency affect you all the way. You get what I'm saying? It's like oil and water. So you can't let that water mix with your oil. You know what I'm saying? You've been using essential oils and natural products. You know what I'm saying? You've been glowing and you've been doing what you gotta do right now. You on oil level. You can't stoop down to water level. You know how hard it is to get to oil level. You get what I'm saying? Okay, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the oil flows or do the water flow? That's a good question. Doesn't matter. Point is, you don't mix. Okay? This ain't science class. Just know you don't mix. So, know when someone has hurt you. Know what it is that is hurting you. And mentally, emotionally, physically, forgive it. Whatever it is. And put it behind you, okay? And don't look back. Those are things you don't look back on. You know how I say it's okay to backtrack? When it comes to something like this, we're not backtracking. We forgiving and we moving on. And if it shows up again, you gotta be ready with your healing mechanism. Like, I understand the place that happened in, and I'm no longer in that place. And I'm no longer going to dwell in that place because I've elevated. You get what I'm saying? Sorry, I got a little itch. Know when you've elevated, and you can't let things that you've overcome keep coming back to sneak you and bite you in the butt whenever it feel like it. Like, no one has time for that. When you really let things go and you put it behind you, you gotta put it behind you. And as soon as it start creeping back in your mind, soon as that negativity start like chattering, get you a fly swatter. All right? And sometimes a fly swatter come with words. Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, I'm not thinking about that negativity right now, or I have overcome that negativity. It's better to kind of say I've overcome this, or I've forgiven them. You know, the more you kind of say it, and the more the truth it'll come, you know, where you really won't even, like, say 30 days, right? Say for 30 days, that negative thing kept buzzing in your ear. Right? So every day it comes to you, you say, I've moved on. I have forgiven that situation. You know what I'm saying? I have forgiven that person. I have no hate for that situation. I have that situation no longer controls me. When you say these things out loud to yourself, even if you whisper it a little bit, by the time the next 30 days come and that idea try to pop up in your head, it won't even come into your thought process. Why? Because now when that negative thought try to come around, you just automatically replace it with a positive thought. Trust me, guys. Try this. Don't save this video. Save this video for negative thoughts. So every time that negative thought come, you play this video. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared out here. Some of us are not preparing ourselves, not wearing our armor. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of negativity in the world, and one negative thing will trigger a pyramid of negative things, and same for positive. Okay, and if you want more positive results, you got to start doing more positive things overall. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have that positive note list. You gotta be sticky notes everywhere. Okay, to heal is not something. You know how you got to keep changing your band-aid every day because the old one gets a little old and bleeding, and every day the pain that you feel is a cut. Okay, and some cuts are deeper than others, and you can't keep the same band-aid on that cut for 30 days and expect that cut to heal. You got to be able to change that band-aid, put new ointment. It's work. It's not easy, but I guarantee you, you give yourself the right time, it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, look at your hand or your arm or your knees, or a place where as a child, you know you had a lot of scrapes, right? And just go back and look at those scars on your body, and just think about how you don't even feel pain from that place no more. It looks as if, you know, yeah, you have a little dent or you got a little darker spot, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it doesn't cause you any problems. So you're not thinking about it. And if it's a little mark on your face, you put a little makeup on it and you go about your day. So that's how you got to heal your inner wounds, guys. It's the same process. It's just different tools. Instead of a Band-Aid, a video, a post-it, a scripture, a poem, a song. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be armored up. And I know it's not a lot of us out here healed and doing the work, because I'm telling y'all, I mean, I don't think I'll be doing anything out of the normal, but I'm hitting them stairs like, she fake happy. She hot. She covered up. You know, I saw somebody that was like, oh, the person that smiles the most is the saddest, or something so negative. I was like, they want to make sure people just not happy in public. I was just like, I just be like, y'all really be trying it. Baby, be happy and don't be ashamed of it. Don't feel like you gotta hide your smiles and you gotta be having all these rules to your happiness. It's your happiness. And if someone else don't like it, don't pay them no mind. Trust me, I be paying nobody no type of mind, because I don't want nobody to come and try to steal my energy. Because sometimes you'll smile at somebody and they purposely won't smile back to make you feel what was that word we used for, I think it was cast, or I gotta look it up because I said I was gonna start using it. You know, that make you feel bad for smiling. You'll be like, see, and then right there, it'll steal a little bit of your energy. So be mindful, guys. Be mindful, be firm in your beliefs, and work on your wounds, so that you can be healed, and then you'll start to want to heal others. It feels so good, I promise you. It's not as bad as the negative Nancy say it is, okay? Of course, negative Nancy's gonna make it bad. They negative Nancy's, okay? Leave Nancy right over there with Karen. They got a little posse. Okay, so fam. All right, and if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Press the bell so you can see when I post again. I told y'all I'll be having some great topics on my social media. I've been back on my live walking talks. Okay, I'm going to do as much as I can. I found me a nice trail that I can hike on. The weather's still nice, so walk out with me and play my videos as you walk, so you can just start to walk in a more positive light. Okay, you can walk, you can start accomplishing that goal you've been talking about and thinking about. All right, I'm here with you, I promise. I'm not going nowhere. Okay, Coach Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye for now.